All right, week 9 college football breakdown here, the Pac-12 After Dark special. We've got Stanford at UCLA coming off that tough loss at Oregon. Still, though, returning back home to the Rose Bowl, they're 16.5-point favorites and a very high total at 66.5. Right off the bat, I'm not going to look at this game from a totals perspective. I think Stanford is a tough team to handicap from a totals perspective because their defense sucks. I do think they can generate, some productivity in the passing game, but that doesn't necessarily lend itself to high scoring games. So this is not really a game I want to mess with from a totals perspective. I will say though, sometimes it's hard for teams to get up off the mat when you've been riding high and mighty all year. You kind of get brought back down to earth a little bit. This is exactly the type of opponent that UCLA needs to play here. I mean, Stanford is just a lifeless football team in lots of areas. They can't run the football. Their offensive line is terrible. Teams have been able to run all over them. Probably the most important out of all of those, the offensive line sucks. Any team with a pulse has been really able to get pressure on Tanner McKee. He's obviously not a mobile guy. This is a perfect bounce back spot for UCLA. UCLA is a team that I can trust offensively because they have so much balance. If Dorian Thompson-Robinson isn't on his A game, he's got Zach Charbonnet at his disposal, who's over 7 yards per carry this year, truly playing at an elite level. We know DTR is a threat with his legs as well. Quite frankly, though, I don't know why DTR would struggle here, especially with the almost certainty that Charbonnet is going to have a big day himself. That only helps DTR in the passing game. He's completed 74% of his passes this year. He's been very efficient. I will say Stanford these past few weeks has started to generate more of a pass rush, 10 sacks over their last 3 games. Part of that probably could be attributed to who they've played, like Arizona State last week. Yeah, of course they're going to take advantage of that O-line. I don't know how much that's going to translate. Their back 7 is concerning enough to where I think this is a great matchup for UCLA. I mentioned it. I do think Tanner McKee can move the ball through the air, but it's just hard to trust the Stanford offense given that they're so poor up front. If they're facing a team with a pulse, he's going to be running for his life and having to get the ball out extremely quick. I think UCLA will be plenty capable of getting after him in this matchup. It's also worth noting that his top receiver is not going to play in this game. Stanford has actually got some talent out wide, but I don't care who you are. Losing your top receiver, that's going to hurt. I'm not going to go, on and on about all the matchup advantages here. It's clear. It's UCLA or pass for me. Recording this on Thursday night, and I haven't locked in this play yet. I'm still trying to decide, should I isolate UCLA in the first half? Because I don't think, Stanford's a team that's very accustomed to playing from behind. I could see this as a potential, backdoor opportunity for them because I wouldn't say UCLA's defense is stout by any means. So do I isolate UCLA on a team total, a first half team total? There's a lot of different ways you could play this game. If I had to play this game, though, which I might, I might add this play tomorrow or Saturday, it would be in some way backing UCLA and specifically their offense. You see this shirt, Halloween's coming up. We got the Halloween theme. Head over to proud90.com. Unique but very comfortable polos as well. With the colder weather coming, also got a great selection of hoodies and quarter zips. Proud 90 has got all your golf apparel needs. If you see anything you like at proud90.com, use code Fordham at checkout. It's going to get you 15% off your entire order. Code Fordham at checkout is going to get you 15% off your order. Support me, support Proud 90. The rest of the information will be in the description below.